A barber from the parish of St. Anne has been charged in relation to taking the life of a vendor in Ocho Rios. 43-year-old barber known as McLeod, also called Big Pop of Lancewood Exchange in St. Anne, has been charged with taking the life of a handcart vendor following a disagreement on Newland Street in Ocho Rios on Tuesday, October 12th. The man who passed away has been identified as Darnell Baxter. Reports from the police are that close to 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, October 12th, Baxter and McLeod got into a disagreement which became physical. McLeod then allegedly used a sharp tool to cause harm to Baxter. He was later pronounced at the hospital by the medical team. The barber was later arrested on the same day and charged for taking the life of Mr. Baxter. McLeod's court date, according to the police, is still being finalized. Maroon Chief Corey locked off an entertainment event in a compound recently. According to reports, a video has been circulating on social media showing Richard Corey, the chief of their compound Maroons, locking off a reportedly unauthorized event in the community on Saturday night. Many of the persons were quite displeased with the act that was done by the Maroon Chief. Sources close to the community have said that party organizers did not receive any permission from Chief Corey to host the event. Unfortunately, one member of the community is of the opinion that Chief Corey is overstepping his authority in this latest incident. A compound, like other Maroon villages across the country, claims to be a separate state from the country, which has a daily island-wide curfew as part of measures to contain the spread of the pandemic. The island-wide curfew started at 6 p.m. on Saturday. Residents of Albion in St. James are in total shock after Sunday's standoff between members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and a religious group in the parish, which left 3 individuals without their lives. One man stated that close to 6:50 p.m. on Sunday he heard loud sounds coming from the premises. He says that it was not normal. It was not normal at all. Another individual stated that all they could see was women dressed in white, and they were wondering what was going on. Then they heard the loud sounds, and they noticed that something was different. Residents also mentioned that they saw clothing items being thrown out before the police arrived at the scene. One woman was also seen pulling her braids before entering the yard. They said that animals were also observed on the premises. Members of the Independent Commission of Investigations are currently investigating the matter. Leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, has said that the future PNP government will adjust the minimum wage each year. Opposition leader and president of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, has promised that a future PNP government will adjust the national minimum wage annually to reflect the rising cost of living. At the same time, Golding is urging the government to honor the promise made by its then spokesman on finance, Audley Shaw, to raise the minimum wage to at least $12,000 weekly. Golding made the pronouncements on Sunday as he addressed the 83rd annual conference of the PNP, in light of restrictions brought on by the pandemic. In Jamaica, the minimum wage does not reflect the actual cost of living. He said that we, the PNP, are committed to establishing a livable minimum wage so that people who are employed will be able to feed and look after their families. The next PNP administration commits to annual increases in the minimum wage to keep up with the cost of living. He said that their primary concern will be to protect their workers. He argued that minimum wage earners had been waiting for too long for an increase in light of the recent increase in the cost of living, in particular rising food prices. The opposition leader took time to mention that several years ago, Shaw promised a minimum wage of $12,000 but failed to keep that promise. The leader of the opposition further went on to state that he is urging the government to move the current minimum wage to $12,000 and to repair that broken promise that was made to the Jamaican people. last increased in June 2018. The national minimum wage stands at $7,000 weekly and $8,854 per week for industrial security guards. Whilst he was the opposition spokesman on finance in January 2016, just a month before general elections in which the Jamaica Labour Party won on February 25th, Shaw called for the minimum wage to be pegged to the United States dollar at US $5,000 per year. Based on the exchange rate at the time, a worker would earn approximately $604,000 per year, or approximately $12,500 per week. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.